Welcome to Sports God Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am joined by guest Steve Aponte today to make predictions on how DJ Moore will perform for the Panthers. DJ Moore has had 3 straight seasons of producing over 1,100 receiving yards despite not having a legitimate quarterback playing for the Panthers in recent memory. With Baker Mayfield now in the fold at the Panthers quarterback position, it is expected that DJ Moore will take another step forward in this game. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. How will DJ Moore perform this season for the Panthers?
Yeah, I mean, this season, I think DJ Moore could be a top 15 guy this year. I mean, he's proven to be a top 20 wide receiver with just bad quarterback play. So now that, you have Baker Mayfield coming in, not that he's the greatest quarterback in the world, but he throws the ball down the field. He takes shots. He's a top 20 receiver. So he can definitely do the same for DJ Moore. I mean, the last few seasons, DJ Moore over 1,150 yards the last 3 seasons. He's had 4 touchdowns each season the last 3 seasons, but the Panthers have only thrown an average of 15 touchdowns each season over the past 3 seasons. So that's still, a good percentage. They focus a lot on getting DJ Moore the football. I mean, he was, I think, like 6th in targets last year. He had 162 targets last year. So he's a great receiver. He runs great routes, very quarterback friendly, can find the holes in the defense. So I'm a really big fan of DJ Moore, and I expect a big season from him this year.
Agreed, man. I'm a big fan of DJ Moore as well. You guys can see me rocking with this. I got the DJ Moore jersey going on, and I agree with you 100%. DJ Moore is already a top 20 receiver in the game today, and that was with straight up bad quarterback play. You look at how he essentially dealt with Cam Newton on his last legs, then he had Kyle Allen playing quarterback, then he had Will Greer playing at the quarterback position, then he had Teddy Bridgewater, PJ Walker, Sam Darnold. I think you basically get it. The guy has had to work with numerous quarterbacks that are not even NFL caliber starting quarterbacks, that is, with the exception of maybe Bridgewater, because Bridgewater is a pretty good backup. The point is, though, DJ Moore hasn't had a lot to work with. Now he's got Baker Mayfield. And although I'm not a big fan of Baker Mayfield per se, I think we can all agree that Baker Mayfield is at least a top 25 quarterback in the NFL. He's going to be the best quarterback that DJ Moore is going to get to work with, which means that DJ Moore's production is going to go up. I think that DJ Moore will break out into a top 15 receiver in the game come next year. That's what I see in DJ Moore. He just has a knack for making plays. He's so physical as a receiver. He knows how to make tough contested catches. He knows how to make acrobatic catches that quarterbacks on his team have, quite frankly, just not even thrown the ball accurately. He makes catches that shouldn't even happen. DJ Moore, he's really underrated. He knows how to run routes really good as well. He's got the tenacity to make these tough receptions. That's why DJ Moore, if you really like receptions in a receiver, DJ Moore is exactly that. He can provide that for you. All right, so let me go ahead and ask you this. What's going to be your stat line prediction for DJ Moore for this upcoming season?
Ooh, I mean, for this season, I think I've got DJ Moore over 100 catches. I have him about probably 110 catches. I like around 1,350 yards with about 7 or 8 touchdowns. I think that's definitely in the realm of possibility. To even do better than that, but just kind of being realistic about it, I like that around that range for him.
And for my projection with DJ Moore, I agree with you. I think that he's going to get over 100 receptions. I don't think he's going to get over 105. I think he'll get like around 102 receptions. I mean, Baker Mayfield is his quarterback. He's not exactly the most accurate quarterback out there. Baker Mayfield is basically hovering around 60% as a passer, so it's not like he's going to be working with the most accurate passer out there. I think he's going to get a little over 1,300 receiving yards. I think he's going to have a career high in that. Baker Mayfield does throw the deep ball pretty well. That means DJ Moore is going to have opportunities to catch some deep passes that he hasn't had in recent memory. And then he's also going to get about 6 receiving touchdowns. I know he's been stuck at that number 4 the last 3 years, but now he has a top 25 quarterback, so I would have to think that number is going to go up. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater, he threw 15 touchdowns in his 1 year with the Panthers. Sam Darnold, he threw 9 with Cam throwing 4 last year as well. So that's just the kind of how I'm looking at it. I mean, the way that I'm seeing this, DJ Moore, he's going to get an uptick in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. So that's where I'm at with DJ Moore. I think that he's going to get something like 102 receptions, 1,320 receiving yards, 6 receiving touchdowns. I also see him getting some rushes with the football. They might give the ball to him on some reverses and some sweeps. So he's going to get about 10 rushes for 65 rushing yards on there. So he's going to contribute on the ground as well. I think DJ Moore is going to have a fantastic season for the Carolina Panthers. All right, so let me ask you this. Do you think that DJ Moore could finally make an impact in terms of wins and losses for the Panthers for this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that they've got to get the football. You know, he's a playmaker. So I mean, last year only the catchable ball rates thrown to him were only 71%. So that means, you know, out of 10 balls, 3 of them were not even in the realm of possibility of him even able to catch. So I expect that to increase. I expect him to get more valuable targets, and if they can do that, you know, they can make a big difference. Also, with McCaffrey coming back, I think that helps as well. Takes a defense a little bit off focusing on DJ Moore, where now they got to worry about CMC as well. So that's another thing also to kind of throw in there.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm going to point this out for Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, he's only played like 10 games in the last 2 seasons. We cannot depend on Christian McCaffrey to be there for the Panthers for an entire season. I expect another injury-riddled season for McCaffrey. Now, I will say this for Christian McCaffrey, my guy. Christian McCaffrey, when he's on the field, he's as productive as any running back, and he's going to be that again. I just don't know whether or not he's going to stay healthy over the course of an entire season. So I'm not really too reliant on someone like Christian McCaffrey. But as for DJ Moore, do I think that he can impact winning? I would love to answer that as a yes. Unfortunately, quarterback play matters more than anything else in the modern NFL. The Carolina Panthers don't have a top 20 quarterback on their hands. Okay, maybe he is a top 20 quarterback, but he's not a top half quarterback. Baker Mayfield is a below average quarterback. That means the Carolina Panthers are not going to be a good football team this season. Matt Rule is also the head coach as well. Ben McAdoo, their offensive coordinator as well. They're both not good at their jobs. That means the Carolina Panthers will unfortunately finish under 500 yet again. I see another 5-12 season coming up for the Panthers, unfortunately, just because the Panthers, they play a tougher schedule than they did last season. So I see another 5-12 season coming up for the Carolina Panthers. DJ Moore, he's going to have a fantastic year. I think that he's actually going to get voted to the Pro Bowl this upcoming season just because of the incredible numbers he's going to put up. But I think the Carolina Panthers will unfortunately finish with a 5-12 record. Still, though, at least DJ Moore will become a top 15 receiver in the game today. So that's where I'm at with DJ Moore. What are your final thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with pretty much everything you said. I mean, McCaffrey, he's a little bit tricky. I mean, like his injuries have been like soft tissue injuries. It hasn't been anything major. So I think with the addition of Foreman that they've added, where he can kind of run in between those tackles on those second and shorts, third and shorts, so McCaffrey doesn't have to take that kind of beating. I think that will help a little bit as well. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, DJ Moore, you know, definitely expect him to make the Pro Bowl this year. I think he's going to have a great season.
And I 100% agree with you with that. I think that DJ Moore, like I said, is going to have a fantastic season. People are going to recognize that he's going to be one of the better receivers in all of football. All right, well, thanks for being on the show, Steve. Appreciate you coming on here. All right, he has an Instagram account and a YouTube channel that y'all need to go ahead and check out. All right, he has an Instagram. It's at Dynasty Life Fantasy. All right, so that's his Instagram account. I'll leave that in the description box below. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel that he's starting up. It's called Dynasty Life Fantasy Football. I'll also leave that in the description box below. All right. Well, Steve, thanks for being on the show. Appreciate you coming on here.
No, absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. Anytime, anything football, just let me know. I'm here to talk about it, man.
Yeah, let's get it, man. All right. Appreciate you coming on here. All right. See ya, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yup. Bye. That was Steve Aponte that you guys just heard. All right, so he's super high on DJ Moore for this upcoming season. I'm also super high on DJ Moore as well. We think that DJ Moore is going to break out into a top 15 receiver in the league. He's also going to get career highs in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. So overall, we're just really high on DJ Moore. We just think that he's going to break out this year. So that is why DJ Moore will break out into a top 15 wide receiver in the NFL this season. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinTran and Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.